My day with a business professional. Ever since I was young, I've always enjoyed and been interested in developing and inventing things. This fascination and captivation of building structures has always fueled my dream of becoming a real estate developer. When I first heard that I would need to shadow a business professional, it wasn't hard for me to choose the profession I wanted to observe. On January 21st, I had the amazing opportunity to shadow Marty Dugan. Mr. Dugan works for a company called Crossgate Partners. I contacted a man in my neighborhood who I knew worked with Crossgate, and he put me in touch with Mr. Dugan, who was kind enough to have me come shadow him. Crossgate Partners was started in 2002 and is a private real estate and development firm that manages all sorts of projects in and around the Southeast. Mr. Dugan is the operations manager of Crossgate and is in charge of day-to-day responsibilities that are a part of real estate investing and development. I began the day by meeting Mr. Dugan at his office, where we talked briefly about what his job entailed and what we would be doing. That day, Mr. Dugan had to go inspect and check up on two of their many buildings in the Atlanta metro area. He explained to me the value of his face-to-face meetings and interactions with their tenants. He told me that his face-to-face meetings and time spent visiting the tenants and buildings was one of his favorite aspects of the job. The first building we went to was in Sewanee, and Mr. Dugan referred to it as the Overlook Building. Upon arrival, it became clear that it really was important to Crossgate Partners that their tenants felt they were receiving quality service. Mr. Dugan went out of his way to introduce himself to a new tenant that had just moved in the building. As property manager, he checked on a few projects within the building, such as decor that had been ordered, and new sitting areas, furniture, and some wallpaper issues. I then had the chance to sit in on and be a part of a meeting between Mr. Dugan and one of Crossgate Partners' local construction contractors, Mark Moeller. Moeller Purcell Construction Company designs, permits, and provides all construction services for Crossgate Partners' Atlanta properties. Mr. Dugan was meeting with Mr. Moeller to discuss the potential of turning the building's old, unused, and rather large kitchen into a wellness center. Mr. Moeller explained the importance of risk management and evaluating potential return on investments such as this. Then I had the opportunity to take a look at the theoretical blueprints for the Wellness Center. Our next stop was to a building that Crossgate had recently added to its portfolio. The building is occupied by Focus Brands, who own Moe's, Carvel, Cinnabon, McAllister's Deli, Auntie Anne's, and Jamba Juice. I was blown away with every aspect of the building. Inside, Mr. Dugan met with Crossgate Partners on-site building and maintenance manager. It was clear to me why Crossgate Partners viewed this as one of their prime buildings. By the end of my time shadowing, I learned a lot, and I loved the entire experience. Shadowing Mr. Dugan allowed me to learn more about the job he does and the company itself. I could tell by the smile that was stuck on my face all day that this is a job I would still love to pursue in the future.